understand like from UML diagram how you can start
See,
setting
so
things.
this is my two are interfaces, programmer and database pro,
Can start, please.
Okay,
and
okay, thank
employee is
you.
the class.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, okay. Public class employee implement programmer and database. Can you open the image first?
Yeah, sure. Have to open the
Okay, what type of that inheritance?
multiple. So I have written above. See, multiple items.
Uh, okay,
You provided me this
yes,
screenshot.
yeah, it is uh, hierarchical inheritance actually. I think you might be confused with the arrow. It is something like employees and employee class is inherited by programmer and database. So this arrow actually pointing that they are inheriting from this class. In UML
Okay. So
diagram,
the arrow should be downward.
yeah, but in UML diagram, this arrow is showing that they are inheriting from the
Okay.
parent class. That's why the dot is
But I did according to the diagram what it
okay.
was saying. So
No,
I did the.
okay, but if you reverse
So
it,
I thought it is multiple inheritance. So I used that implement, and I use that constructor also. Yeah, employee
but
constructor.
in case of uh, like multiple inheritance, we should use interface, right? A
Yes.
class.
So I use interface.
Okay, you
See
have.
interface.
Okay, yeah,
Interface.
yeah, yeah. Then it's correct. Means if you move from
Yes,
bottom
it is
to
running also. See,
yeah.
it is giving out.
So ultimately, that the motive was to make you understand how to draw the means how to understand the code. So if you have done from multiple inheritance also, that is also fine because you got the concept like how the flow is working. So my
Yes.
approach was from top to bottom, but you taken from bottom to top, and in that way, if you have taken, then that also we can work on this. Okay, so let me show you. Let me see first the interface. Can you show me the interface?
There is nothing in the interface. So I only
Okay,
made a.
programmer. Yeah, okay, and the class.
So class is there.
Okay,
P
public
language.
class implement programmer and database. So you have created two interface, database and programmer.
Yes.
Okay. Then inside this class, you have created a variable. Okay. You have created a constructor. Okay. This dot name, this dot age, this dot salary. Yeah, correct. Then public void main, you have created an object. You are calling e dot database, e dot p language. Okay, here. So it will going to call this and print. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. Yeah.
Yes. So I did according to the error. So I thought employee class is
Yeah.
inheriting from
Actually,
that.
I was thinking like that only means I thought that if I share, you will going to do the same. That's the reason I have shared this because when I saw this image first time, even I
Yes.
also thought in that way. But when I read that question, I come to know that in the UML diagram they are pointing to the
Yes,
parent.
but you also didn't provide any question. Also, you said directly that implement this diagram with the help of inheritance in Java.
Yes, yes, no issue. But you understand that's good that you
Okay.
conclude it from that like how the flow works. So if whatever the question we have done, have you done the abstraction code or that we have seen in the last class? Did you?
Yes, I tried some of them.
Okay, so do you have any question in that?
No.
Okay, so today I will going to start about
So, do you want me to try again with that hierarchical uh,
yeah. If
inheritance?
you want to try, you can try it. If you want, like, or are
Okay.
you confident enough that you can do it? Because in that case, your task will become more easier. You just need to create one class and extend the same class. So I think you can do it that one. But if you want to
Okay.
try,
But
then that will be great.
yes.
Yeah, just try it.
After this class, I can try.
Okay.
So, I should stop my screen.
Yes. So today I will going to start about tree map. We are left with a tree map program. Tree map means in a collection. We are left with the tree structure and constructor overloading. So I will going to start both of this topic. These are very short and not that much difficult. It's just an addition to the constructor module that we have seen. So in the constructor, you know, right? Like in the last class, I think you might have questioned me like means how you can use the constructor or how you can inherit the constructor and how and in the last class we have seen that if you want to use the current class variable or a parameter or like means the variable that you have declared it, then you need to use this
Yes.
keyword, right?
Yes.
So here this today I will give you the example on the same. It's very simple. Just you know that the concept of overloading, right? Overloading means where we can use inside the same class the method with the same name, but their
Yes.
parameter and signature should be different, right?
Yes.
So let me write down first and then we will go ahead. So constructor overloading is something like that itself. Do you know the function signature?
No.
Function signature in the sense uh, just like when we pass any parameter, so
Yes.
what parameter we are passing, what is the return type, how many parameter we want to read it, those
Okay.
all are comes under function signature means they are vary from function to function. Like suppose here here you are not passing any uh, here you are not passing any parameter here,
Parameter. Yes.
right? Here you are passing, or you can say in a more technical term, then you can say it argument. Here, this constructor with no argument, with single argument. Here
Yes.
also argument, but that is of a string type, right?
Yes.
And here both parameter of a integer type, and the return type will come here like public void and all. But
Yes.
constructor we don't have any return type. So function signature means that will give you the idea what kind of method you are going to what kind of value that particular constructor or method will going to accept. Now
Yes.
here,
Well, um,
yes, yes,
constructor is of void type only because it doesn't return anything only.
yes,
So there is no need to write. That's it.
yes.
Okay.
So just I have written here constructor overloading just to make you understand. Here I have 1 minute. So just to make you understand that what are the different kind of signature is possible. Like here string and also based on the value you pass, it will perform an operation. So here, as you know, the constructor overloading or method overloading. So there will be a same name method. So here also constructor, in the case of constructor, we have a same name. You can see my overloading, my overloading, my overloading, all are constructor that are matching with the class name. The different is the argument that we are passing, the type of argument and the count of argument. Okay. Type in the
Okay.
sense integer, string, type also and count also. Now, if you want to run it, as I said you in the last class, that constructor get executed when we create an object of that constructor or when we create an object of that class. So you can see this is an example of constructor with no argument. right? Did you see any argument there? No, right?
No.
Here with single argument.
Yes.
Here with two argument, and here you have directly passed the value.
With different parameter.
Yes. So now when I'm running it, it will give this output. So let me run this first and then I will make you clear about this. So here it will going to call it, okay, based on that
Yes.
whatever parameter you will pass, it will going to call and it will going to perform operation whatever we want to do inside it. Now here you might be a question coming in your mind. We were not initializing anything here, right? Means we were
Yes.
not initializing any value, then why we are using? So constructor is used to initialize a value. That is one advantage of that, but it will make your task also easier and optimize. Like here, you can print this uh, system out print, you can directly also print it, but you want to do it with function. And when you use the function or when you use the constructor, the processing of your program increases. Why it increases? Like here you are just creating an object, you will not creating an object to call it. When we create an object and call it, at that time in calling it, your program takes time to search for the correct method or a constructor.
Okay.
Okay, actually what happens, like when we run this code inside the memory, in the heap area of memory, they save some variable and the data, right? So they will look for
Yes.
the variable that you want to initialize or that you want to print it. Okay. And there is
Okay.
one more area of the RAM that is called stack. Stack is used for recursion kind of programs where
Okay.
the memory will continuously keep on changing. Means the value of variable will keep on changing. Okay. So here when we create an object and we call the method or any constructor, suppose constructor we don't need to call it, we just need to create an object. But in method, when we create an object, it search in the memory with the name of that method. So that object will take a time to search for the same method. That's why your program take more time. Okay.
Okay.
But in the constructor, you just need to create an object and just run this. So even if suppose you try to do some arithmetic operation and all, you can do it by this constructor. So it will take a less time. That is the reason that we use constructor in place where we want to save the processing speed of the program and we want to make program optimize because object calling will take time. So this is the motive of showing this program. Suppose
Okay.
if anyone asks you the question why we use constructor, then
Yes.
you should say that it is used to initialize the value, but it saves the time of programmer because we don't need to create an object. We don't need to call the we create means we don't need to call the
Call
constructor,
the.
invoke the constructor. Okay, as you
Yes.
create the object, it implicitly invoke.
Yes. But
Now
it does give a warning that we have not control. We call that constructor
this warning is not for that calling
because
method.
we are not calling that object we are creating.
Yes, yes. If I create any variable here, if I create any variable and then if I call you, then if I call then it will be a warning. But this warning is, you can see when I place it, it's showing that remove MCO and all assignment because here I'm creating an object, but
And you're not calling it.
yes, I'm not calling it, I'm not assigning any value to the constructor. In constructor, if you initialize any value to the variable, that is the mean of the constructor. But in case you want to do some task where the constraint is your processing speed and you want to do tasks faster, then you we can go ahead. So in this example, I've just shown you to print out but there usually we have a scenario where we need to assign a value as well as um, print also. Okay, I just shown you with the print. When you will going to do this on your lab, then you what
Yes.
you can do, you can assign a value to here. Like here you can create any variable like integer int a and assign a j, and here you can type it plus
You
a.
forgot to write this.
Sorry, what scenario? J cannot resolve. Okay, sorry, here I is sorry, I saw it. Similarly, like now when I will run it, it's showing right 10.
Yes.
So this way you can initialize a value and you can print it. So this is called a constructor overloading.
Can't we print directly?
System out print this one.
No.
So
So we are taking the input int I.
hmm,
So you are initializing it to A. So
hmm.
we can't use I directly in that statement instead of
Uh,
A.
but here how you will means to which you will initialize means suppose when we pass any value to this I here, if
Yes.
there is no expression, then I value where it will going to be assigned. Are you getting, like suppose you want me to print directly I, right? Let
Yes.
me show you.
It is not giving any error.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Let me run this. Yeah, it is printing. But
Yes.
what task you will doing with that? Means here there is no mean of just assigning value and printing. What I mean to say it here, see, when you assign any value here, then you do some operation. In that case, you need to assign a value here, or you need to use a variable there. I've just given you an example, like you can create a variable and you can assign it. But suppose
Yes.
the requirement is you need to do arithmetic operation, suppose addition a plus b c, something you need to do it.
Yes, yes, but that case is different. So I
Hmm.
was asking about this only.
Yeah, so you can do it. This thing you can we can do it like just simply assigning a value and we can print it, but that will be we can do it direct without creating the constructor also, simply with the help of method or simply printing an I value taking the variable. But the here the question is like with the help of constructor and without calling that object, how you can use the value of that variable and you can perform an operation. So I've just shown you an example where you can assign this value or you can print this value. Printing you can
Okay.
do it. Obviously you can print it. Let me show you for other also if you want.
See, if you have to add them, you can do in them in brackets I plus j. It will
Yeah,
add them for you.
yes. So we are getting right 10.
Yes.
Here is what value I'm passing here, 10 and 20. So we
Java.
are getting 30. Here string value. So string value here I'm passing
Java.
value. So it is Java, correct.
Yes.
So sequence also they are following right. Means you are creating an object before. Okay, here you can see this you have created an object before this string value. So as
Yes.
you call it, based on the calling, it will going to print it.
Yes.
So this is the constructor overloading where we can overload the constructor and we can print the value.
Okay.
Just 1 minute, let me rub this and then you will see some more programs. Then let's come to the tree map. This part was left in while teaching you the tree map. This tree map also hold data in the form of key and value, but actually here the data are saved in the form of tree structure. Are you getting what I'm saying?
No. Tree
Uh,
structure in the sense of
tree structure in the sense,
branches or
yeah, correct. Branches. They follow red black tree structure. In the algorithm, you might well going to study in your next semester or might be this semester. It will be the data they follow like tree structure. It will be something like this, where this is your parent, this is your child. In this way, the data are saved. So the data which are present in the leaf, right? Data are always present on the leaf side.
okay.
Okay. They create the tree structure, but the data usually present at a leaf. And how we usually process, like suppose di- binary search or binary tree.
Binary search. I've heard
Bi-
it.
Binary tree.
No.
Okay. So actually in binary tree, what usually the logic is that right hand side value should be greater than your root, and left hand side this value will be less than this. For example, suppose here is 5, here is suppose 3, and here is 1.
Yes.
Okay. So now suppose if I say you to save, suppose if new data 4 comes. So 4 is what, when the 4 will come, they will check with the parent. Is parent is less than this, means
Yes.
is this 4 is greater than or less than? So it is greater than this 3, right?
Greater than three.
But it is less than this 5, right?
Yes.
So what will be the next, means what will be the changes in the tree structure will take place? It will be like this. Now the date, it will make changes to the tree structure in this way. I will going to show you. 4 will come here, 3 will come here, and 1 is less than 3 or greater than 3.
Hmm?
1 is less than 3 or greater than 3.
One is less than three.
Is it clear or not to you?
What?
This structure is clear, or
Yes.
see this 4, uh, see that this data is having all the, in this node, usually call is node of the tree, and they holds the data. Okay,
Okay.
they holds data, and as this data comes, they will check for each and every node value. What is the value of this node? And according to the binary tree, left your right hand side tree, or you can say subtree, should be greater than the node. I mean this side will be greater and this side will be less. Okay, so according to this, when 4 come, 3 is less. So how you will break the tree? You will in order to break the tree, you will slightly move 3 here and 4. So when you will adjust it, you will see that 3 is less than 4. It means that you are in correct direction. Then 1 is less than 3, then you will move 1 here. So in this way, the data, they keep changing their location, or you can
Okay.
say
So
position.
after four, if we insert six, then
If 6 come, then if 6 will come, then 5 will come here, 4 will come here, 3 will come. Okay, fine. If 6 come, 6 is greater than 5, so 6 will come
yes.
here. Okay, let me change it.
So why four will go there? Because it is less than six.
Because less than 6, so 4 will come here, right?
Okay.
And 5 will come here. Okay, 5 will come
Okay.
here, 6 will come here,
Okay.
4 will come here, and
Okay.
3 will come here,
Okay.
We will create one more node and one will come here. Why
Okay.
one will come here? Because it is less than this, and it is
Yes.
not this side, it
So
is
why there is another node next to 3?
next. This one is
Yes.
I just created randomly so that if the data in just to make you
Repeat
understand.
itself.
Yes, just to make you understand like how data is usually placed by the tree structure. But as
Okay.
you given the new requirement 6, then we move into here. One won't come here because this side value will come which is greater than this 4 but should be less than this. Okay,
Okay.
suppose here, let me take example. Suppose here is 3, here is 2, then here 4 will come. Okay, let me rub this and group it. Okay. So you were saying, suppose in case scenario, 4 is there, 3 will come here, 2 is less than 3, right? So it is come this side. 4 is greater than 3, so it will come this side. Now, do you understand what is means how the data is usually come in the binary tree?
Yes.
Actually, once you start working on the data structure, then it will be more clear to you. I have just given you example like how tree structure is usually follow inside the data structure. So in the tree
Okay.
map, data are saved in the form of key and value only. Okay, just like a hash map. The difference is that like means they are in the tree structure. Means they
Yes.
follow the red black tree. Means the data are saved in the form of tree structure, and we can just see those data. We can search the data based on the key. So normally searching of the data is usually based on the key. Okay,
Okay.
because this key identify this data, just like your roll number. If I say this roll number identify the person, right? So similarly, in the data structure, the key identify the data. That is
Okay.
why key should,
And
yes,
what is the meaning of this number that you have written?
this is only the key.
Okay.
This is key structure. This you can see tree map. Okay, this tree map
Yes.
integer and string. So this integer is for key and this string is for a value. So this tree map also the data will be saved in the form of key and value, and this key will identify the data. So key here what if you see here in this structure,
Yes.
the key will be you can say the node number. Okay, that is identifying the data. If I say you the
Okay.
first node, second node, third node, then they will identify the data. Or you can say
So how will you identify the node? So this will be the first node,
yes,
and second node you can take anyone.
no, no. Actually, this is not happen. Usually, as the data comes, the node get
Yes.
changes. So suppose this is
Okay.
your first node.
Yes.
Then if you start from here in the top
Okay.
to bottom, then your second node, this one, third node,
Yes.
fourth node, like that. Once you
Okay.
complete this side, then you will come to this side. So in this way,
Okay.
the node number is usually followed.
Yes.
Okay, and tree is not created completely, right? Tree create as the data comes. Like suppose 5 comes, so it create a node, and then suppose a new data came after this 5, that is 1. So they will compare this root node is less, then they will create this node. So this node will become second node. Okay, now
Okay.
suppose a number came 4. Okay, now you tell me this 4 is less than 5 or
Less
greater
than
than 5,
5
less than 5, correct? So will
and
it
greater
come this
than
side?
1 also.
Yes. So is this come this side?
It will become come in between 1 and 5 only.
Correct. So
Yes.
this will come at this portion. So this is the node number 3.
So why
3
doesn't it come? Okay.
because this is less, right? 4 is less than 5 and greater than 1. So you can't
Yes.
take this
So
side.
it shouldn't be in between 1 and 5.
It shouldn't be 1 and 5. It is in between 1 and 5 itself, right?
So yes, so I was saying that it shouldn't be here. Yet another node.
No, means it's just I have created like this 5, here 1, and this 4 like this
Okay. Okay.
because we have only 3 data. That is why I have shown you.
Okay.
So in this code, the data are usually managed in the form of key and value, and your
Yes.
key identify your data.
Yes. So our key is also the node number.
Yes.
Okay.
So whatever data that you will going to
So
save.
if we like in the diagram you showed,
Hmm,
so if in the that value we pass, for example, is 4,
hmm.
but the key we passed it is 70. So what will happen?
So it will search for the key, right? 70.
Okay. So
It
it
will,
will not search for that function that if 4 is less than 5 and if 4 is greater than 1. So it will
that
only search for that key number.
key is used for searching. I
Okay.
think you might be confused little here. See, the key and value, key is identifying the data. Okay.
Yes.
So when you want to search the data, you will use the key. But
Yes.
in order to arrange the data, you don't need a key. You need a
Okay.
data, right? This is a
Yes.
completely different concept. This concept is a binary tree. I'm not teaching you binary tree. I'm just telling you like how the tree structure follow. Don't
Okay.
go in the deep about this the data arrangement. This is I just because I asked you, you know binary tree, and you said no. So I was just explaining you the binary tree, like how data are arranged. Don't go in
Okay.
that way. Just think that what is a tree structure, how data is usually saved. This is
Okay.
called a node which is holding some data, and they having some key which identifying that this is the first position, first node, second node,
Okay.
third node, just like
Okay. So this is completely different from the program we are
yes,
going to do.
yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
This is I've just shown you the tree structure, but the
Okay.
logic is I have told you this is called binary tree. That is
Okay.
not in this program.
Okay. So the code you have written is similar to that linked list we did.
Correct, correct.
Okay.
That is why I said you like it is key and value where
Okay.
key is used for
So I thought this is you are saying is node,
no,
and these numbers you are saying it is node, and so
no,
that's
no,
why I got confused.
no. I was just explaining you like how the trees usually looks, how tree structure
Mhm.
they form, means how the datas are saved.
Okay.
So that's the reason I have shown you. This key will identify this data, and
Yes.
so one thing now what I am doing here, I have taken the set, and you know set
Yes.
I have explained you set in Java. Set means they will remove the duplicate element. Uh, if you remember in the
No, I think you didn't do set.
I explained you. I think I said you like
Mm,
when we form a set, they won't allow the duplicate element or like. Okay, I will explain you in the next class. I will explain you the set. Set is one more
mm.
collection. When we use this
Yes,
set,
but why
the-
there is a warning? Yes, set.
because I'm not using any argument here, like this tree integer string. That is the reason it is giving an warning. In iterator we need to use here argument whatever that we want to read it. So here I have not used any argument, that is why it's showing an error. Just like here this tree map, integer and string we are using, right?
Yes.
So here I have not used it because my motive was just to iterate over the set. So I have just taken like that itself. If you want you can add it there and you can check it.
Okay.
So here in this tree map, when you will going to add a data, it will be add in the form of key and value. And after that, I read it into the set. What do you mean by this set? Set is one collection, a collection of element. It is also a collection, but what set provide you that other collection do not provide you? It will be unordered. It is unordered. Means data will be saved in unordered form,
Okay.
and it remove duplicate element. I think I might have explained you, but okay, I will check once again. it is unorder and remove duplicate element. So it will remove the duplicate element from the set and it is unordered. After that,
Okay.
I will going to
So
iterate.
unordered means that they won't arrange these into values into arranging or ascending or descending order,
Hmm,
but
you
it
can
has
see
arranged.
it is coming in one. No, unorder in the sense is not ascending and descending order. Unorder in the sense they can print it in any order.
Okay.
They will not going to follow any order to print it. Like they
But
will
they
not.
are following order here.
So it will depends on the compiler
Okay.
and the when you will run it.
Okay.
And here, let me check it if I have used any function or what here. Just 1 minute. Yeah, so here the question was that they are following any order, right? But you see
Yes.
in what way you are adding the data. Just see the way of adding the data. It's just like a collection, a bucket, okay? In the
Yes.
order in which you put the data, if you not get in that order, then what is the meaning, right? So here, with the help of this set, when we read it into the set, this will, what they will do, this set will access the element in not in the order that you have inserted. They will going to access the element as they find out first, means in the memory whatever data they will get find out, or based on the key they will find out the data, so they will work on in that way. They will not work in the order that you have inserted the data. That is why I said it, that it is unordered, means the way you will going to fit the data, it's not necessary that you will print the data or read the data in the exactly same way.
Okay.
Okay, like uh, means if you remember that I've shown one example of color, in that different color were there and I was printing. Let me check it if it is there or not. Okay, I will check it once again if I have
I
that.
think it should be in Hackway
Yes, yes.
the project here.
In this I think it won't there because that is set. This one, I think this one only. Let but okay, let me check it.
Colors are there.
I need to close this.
Okay. My this is disappeared package explorer. So can you tell me how to add it
Okay,
again?
yeah. So here you can see I have added red, green, black, white. It is
Yes.
showing me red, white, black, green.
Yes.
It is also a hash set which do not follow the order. I have written
Yes.
here also set doesn't allow duplicate element and does not follow any order.
Okay. Yes.
Have you run this code in your system?
I think I should have run it.
Okay, not
It
able.
was like maybe 25 days ago. So that's why
Mhm.
25, 30 days ago. So that's why I don't remember.
No, no, yes, I don't think so. 25 days. I think around 10 to 15 days before. I think so.
So what was the topic?
Collection, Java collection. I think sir has not added that video in that uh, Trello.
Yes, I told him to do so. I
So,
also asked him about that IntelliJ one, but
okay,
he didn't reply.
okay, I will ask him once. So here you can see based on that set. So this iterator will going to iterate on this set. Okay, this iterator is actually one library you can say, or this. Okay, you were saying right. It is saying add type argument to the iterator. So
Yes.
if we add, then this error will get removed.
Yes.
Means warning will get removed. So here, this iterator will going to iterate on the set of a value on a collection that you have read it here. Okay. So here I will going to read with the help of set dot iterator, and I will going to check is my iterator is having any element, is iterator has next element. This has next element will going to check is there any next element is present or what. They will just check it. If present, it means that it is this part is true. Okay, if I put a cursor here, it shows you return true if the iteration has a more element. Okay, so if this is
Okay.
having any element, it means it is true. You will come inside, you will do map dot entry. Okay, map dot entry in the sense, uh, for that we need to in this tree map. In this tree map, we have to there is a map dot entry means what are the data you have entered in that map. You will going to iterate over that, and you will going to check is the next element is there, then you will going to print it. Okay, so this
Okay.
this is for just checking, and this is for printing those next element. So when you write system out print key is mentry dot get key, so this will help you to get the key of that current element. And when you write mentry dot get value, it will going to give you value for that current element. So key in the
Okay.
sense one, and that data. So this key will identify this data. It cannot be like key one will identify any other data. That will never happen, because this key is just like a, you can say, identifying the data of this value. Okay, so key is related to the value, and in this we don't follow any order, or you can say, when we are reading a data on the set collection, set do not follow any order. They print it in the way they find the data first in the memory,
Okay.
okay, or in the collection. So this is an example of map tree. So this is one more example of super keyword, okay, with a function. So I thought to just add, just thought to explain you, but I think if you can try, you will able to do this code. So shall I give this as an assignment to you?
So you will not share the code.
Yeah, I will share the code,
Yes.
but I was thinking next class, but okay, I will share the code. You some make changes into that.
But
Make
you can
changes.
give me the one you did last time, like a photo or question you can give me, so I can
Mhm.
create a program.
So I will send you the image of that, and I will send
Also
you.
send the question also.
Yeah, I will send you the question. So you try this program, this three database employee. It's just a inheritance only. The only thing is
Okay.
super keyword is there. So I thought to just add this super dot print. Okay, let me run this first. Programmer, database, and an employee. These three are the same class. Programmer is a class where we have a main function. So it will going to print the superclass data also. So it will print the data of this also. So this is a employee one. So when you create the object of this, so it will going to print super dot print data. It will going to print, and the database tool also it will going to print. Super, you know, right? How what is the meaning of super keyword in program?
Yes.
So you try this program. I will share it.
It will execute the previous
Okay.
classes.
Let me upload this program right now. This time, don't worry, I will upload it in the zip file. So you don't need to
Okay.
download the whole folder.
And you also need to me to tell that how to add that uh, package explorer into that relate.
Yeah, just let me check it once.
You are storing this in music.
Yeah, actually, this lot of folders I have, so I don't have that much space. This is actually a company laptop, so usually doing R&D, so lot of folders are there.
Hmm. So you also teach on Byju's also.
Yes,
Oh.
mathematics.
So how many work you do? You upload videos also on YouTube. You teach also. You do work at Google also.
Yeah, I like to teach, means sharing knowledge and means project building, programming. So I do it.
Okay.
Exercise on constructor and tree map. So you try it and let me know if anything not clear or if you stuck somewhere, then just let me know. And regarding your Project Explorer, you were saying, right? And
Yes.
just stop sharing. Just share your screen. Okay, I have uploaded this, right? Constructor.rar file. Oh, sorry, I think exercise.zip file. Just download it. Okay, this one.
Okay. So this Project Explorer here, it should
Okay.
come.
Um, just 1 minute. You
So I closed that accidentally. That Project Explorer.
okay? No issue. We will get it. Click on this window button, window menu at the
This
top.
one?
Yes, and go to show view and click on this Project Explorer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So next time anything is missing, now go to this window, help. You might will get everything here. Go to the
Okay.
window again. Here is perspective preference. Click on this preference. Show view. If you show view when you click,
Yes.
anything is disappear, so you will get it from here. This
Okay.
preference
So
and all.
what is that ant?
Ant is something means with respect to bug finding, something is there. Even I'm not sure about it, but I think it is related to something bug finding. We make a breakpoints and all, so that is something related to that. But
Okay.
not sure on that. I will check and I will update you on that. But regarding that console and all, see console also you will get it from there itself.
Okay.
Console and appearance editor, this package explorer, progress bar,
Yes.
and preference. Click on this preference, so you will get it from here. Okay, so I got it. This ant and gradle are these all means libraries are there. Means have you heard about maven
No.
package? So actually this Maven and Gradle, they are actually the libraries. We need to import packages to develop
Okay.
program. So that is actually there. I come to know right now when I saw Gradle. So this and Gradle, and there is one more Maven. It's the
Yes, yes.
kind of a library platform where, yeah, this Maven, yes.
So these all are used in Java.
Yes, Java, Scala. Scala is one more programming. Actually, this
Okay.
is used to build up your project. Build up a
Okay.
project means when you have a suppose multiple files are there. So when the developer they have to create this file, they need to develop on this environment, this and Gradle and Maven. So they help us to combine all the supporting file, not only your Java file, but configuration file and all, so that it will be easy to deploy.
Okay.
Deployment, you know, right? Deployment in the sense like once you develop a software, you made it available to the customer either on the cloud or on the website or Google, right? To deployment, we do deployment means we made it available. So in order to make deployment, we need to pack all those files. It's just like packing a bag when we go for traveling. So we take
Yes.
everything, right? Necessary thing. So in the same way, this library we need. You can say it is used for packaging of all the files. You can search it
Okay.
also. You will come to know that only what I said. Gradle, Maven, and all are like that.
Okay.
So just practice on this code. So in the next class when we connect, I will come up with some more question, and I will send you the question by today night. Uh, on what topic you want to practice? Inheritance, interface, collection. What topic you want?
You can decide.
Shall we go for collection so that I can make you practice on the collection part first? Then
You can. So that will include linked list also.
yes,
Okay.
every type of collection I will send it to you one program. Two, three program I will send it to you. You can
Just
try.
send one program.
Okay, I will send one program. No, I can even if I send two program, two, three program, if you did not means if you do not get time, you can try
Yes.
once. To rest two, we can try in the class.
Okay.
Okay. So okay then. Bye. Take care. In the next
Mm.
class, we will meet with means some more program and we will see some more modules in the Java.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any query.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you.
Welcome.